Well, this has been the 31 days has been, huh? Throughout the 30 years of my life, I've seen the show expanded, growing, and even touch the hearts of audiences, both young and old. And you can't tell me this franchise does not do you any good otherwise. You're feeling yourself a little bit of self-doubt here. I get that this show has been flacked by others, but for us, we still love it the same, even if it through its corniness. And for many years to come, we will be singing its praises. And their heroism will make us being noble people throughout the earth. The franchise has its ups and downs, and what no other franchise is. For the sake of this franchise and its seasons that goes along with it, they made us not feel decisive within these shows. Sure, a lot of people had their favorite seasons, but people can't forget about the first. And it is Mighty Morphin that bring us all together, and together we made the show grow. We made the franchise grow. We had been seeing their shows, watching their movies, reading their comic books, listening to their soundtracks, playing their video games. And to those of you who have been taking karate classes before or even after the show's run, you felt a lot stronger because of these rangers, because of these actors, because of of the stories they tell. I for one have not taken any karate classes, but I still feel the philosophy of throughout these fight sequences, throughout of what they were saying through the dialogues. And throughout these stories they've gone through good times and bad times. And once we reach into the bad, only a little bits of good would end up outweighing the bad. If it weren't for their determination and strength, their spunk could have easily overcome the evil that has been thrown at them. Would I still fight along with the Rangers to go against the forces of evil? Absolutely, and I'm pretty sure all of you would too. Because the strength of many is a lot more than what evil could have done all in itself. Even at their lowest of lows, they will always end up getting back up in the end. And they're still gonna continuing on because they are our Rangers as teenagers with attitude, or maybe adults with attitude, and even a few kids with attitudes too. The stronger this franchise gets is when we all just unite. We unite till we stand against above all odds. They all have a mission to fulfill. Despite that they were chosen to save the world, they are willing to basically help out others and to those who need it. Once evildoers go big, once the bigger they are, and the harder they fall. Despite with the show's success, we also have some major losses here. And it has to do with the loss of Tui Trang, Jason David Frank, Peter Rotter, and even Pua Magasiva, and even Bruce Allpress as well. They've all given us the characters that we will remember them by. And the less I think about the the negative sorrows that brought us down, we wouldn't let ourselves be moving forward with the new shows and how they carried on to the legacy they put out for. And in the end, everything's all said and done. They've all come to unite and start finishing of what evil started and begin to bring in new missions and new adventures just so they can actually save the world from evil one step at a time. And I'd like to thank Ranger Les for coming up with this concept of Power Month since last year, and I'm glad that I do it this year. And I will be planning on doing something new for Power Month next year, so I hope I can stockpile all of that before that time comes. And of course, I like to thank everyone in the Ranger fandom who bring positivity of how the show would represent. And I wouldn't mind keep it on going for the sake of Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, because I can't wait for a trailer to pop up, and of course I can't wait for the show to come out. Especially if it's only 10 episodes, I wouldn't mind if they would start picking up and begin from there. And if it's the final season before the reboot, you might as well bet your butts that I will be with the franchise every step of the way. And now, raise your morphers, because it's morphin' time. I'm Akarera Ranger, and may the power protect you all.